When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. If your hope is in your dream, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, as dreamers do, fate is kind. She brings to those who love that sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dream comes true. Fate is kind. She brings to those who love that sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dream comes true. Thank you. Thank you.
Please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you very much for that applause, and welcome the St. Croix Valley Community Band. And we're a band that's been in existence for many, many, many years. And if you ever want to be a part of this, please look out on Facebook and all the media for the next season. This will be our performance for the season right now. But next season, we're going to get a good start at it, and we'd like to have you guys be a part of it. If you want to pick up your instrument and dust it off, blow some, see if it still plays, or if you can still play, you're welcome to be a part of this. This is a community band, and we have people from all over the place. We have people from Woodville, we have people from Matamidi, from the Twin Cities, and way, way up north there's North Hudson. It's like Hudson, it's north. So anyways, we're going to continue with a wonderful march. It hasn't been played very much, but it's called El Capitan. Now we're going to bring Colleen forward, and we're going to do a joint effort here and do a song that has been written by Sean Postal, I think his name is, and Trisha Haynes. Trisha Haynes, ooh, that's another nice name.
As he actually did the arranging, but Trisha Haynes from right here wrote the song, and she has a group called the Toonies. Trisha and the Toonies.
Oh, really?
And they do all sorts of environmental programs for elementary schools in the whole area. They go in and do that. And she wrote this song especially for the RiverFest, of course. So here it is. And do you guys have your music out there? It's very easy. It's very easy to sing along. You can just, RiverFest is the best. Actually, it's like, RiverFest, it's the best. Let's practice that right now. Ready? Come on, everybody. RiverFest, it's the best. See, look at there we have.
You guys are hired. Okay?
They're hired. In, okay.
But I don't have enough money to pay each one of you. So
you'll hear it come around quite a few times, so get ready. All right. RiverFest, it's the best. Now bring your friends and your folks along down to the river and sing this song. RiverFest, it's the best. Chipmunks and fish and frogs that croak. Everything needs water, not just folk. RiverFest, we don't care how you dress. A fun celebration in the upper Midwest. Now RiverFest is the best. It's all connected, though it's hard to be seen. How sweeping your leaves can keep the watershed clean. How too much fertilizer kills the fish downstream. How every one of us is part of the team. So test your soil. Rain gardens are cool. Adopt a storm drain, tell your friends at school. We'll clean up the river and celebrate. We all make a difference. Why wait? RiverFest, come on now. It's the best. Cool, clean water is a mission's quest. RiverFest, it's a place to learn, a place to play, a fun celebration on a beautiful day. Now RiverFest is a come on down, down to the river and be on this now RiverFest. The come on down part. It's the come on down, down to the river and be our guest now RiverFest. It's a cool, clean water is our mission's quest, yeah. A RiverFest is the best. Come on down, down to the river and be our guest now RiverFest. The last one is the best. RiverFest, yeah. See? They love singing that. That's fun. We'll see you later. Bye.
Chip. Okay. So, I have lived here for about 30 years, and it's been wonderful getting to know lots of you guys and lots of these people. I used to teach at the high school, and music education specifically, and I really, really enjoyed meeting two of these people that are in the band, and we have Carl Meinke over here. Everybody knows Carl? And the other icon like Carl is Connie Root. So they have plenty of students that are in this community band, and lots of their students have gone all out the whole Midwest or the whole United States and are still playing, which is really beautiful. And I mentioned this to the band the other day. I was introducing myself, but the important thing is that these young people who are in here, they have to keep music going even when they graduate from high school, through college, and for the rest of their lives, because there's nothing else like it. I can't play basketball anymore. I can't play football anymore. It'd be kind of fun, but man, the medical bills, ooh. No, but the thing is that learning how to work hard in any sport or art and really keep on doing that for the rest of your life, or staying physically active, is so important. And music gives an inner energy and exercise to it when you do it more and more. And the way to do that is to either participate in something, but if there's not something in that community, start it. Learn to be a leader and start it, okay? Because it lifts up a lot of people, it lifts up your communities, and it shows in the schools, it shows in the city itself, And one of the beautiful things that I've grown and I'm a part of now as well, I'm able to be on the FIPS board with music and help make a lot of choices of what's played there. And the theater and the arts and everything that's going on is such a wonderful thing. We are very, very blessed to have what we have here in Hudson and the St. Croix Valley. So give yourselves a hand. Now, with that, we have art all over the place. I see so many beautiful paintings, even in some of the businesses around here. They really express that it's important to keep that going. And one of the things, when I first saw this monster over here, it really is a beautiful monster. There is so much color, there is so much different lines, either jagged or they're smooth, but it teaches us how we are different from each other, but together we can make a really beautiful thing. If we really look at it, I want you to come by sometime after we're done here and take a good look at it and see what it's all about. It's been around for a long time, but even the rust, that's what I'm starting to feel like. I'm part of that rust, but I made a difference in the community here in one way or another. Well, at least that's what some people keep telling me. So, Mo, there's a lot of beautiful colors, so good job and keep this color going and keep all this art going. All right, now we get to have fun. You work at it, you get to have fun, you work on the music really, really hard, and you get to have fun. So our little kids, and some adults, if you feel like doing it, I'd like to invite them to come up and do a polka, okay? So, and this polka has lyrics to it, okay? It's very simple. We're only gonna do the first part of it, and it's apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. Who's not ready? Holler aye. Who wants to play hide and seek? All right, can you handle that? I think you can do it. And that's the only part of the song we're gonna do it. I play in a polka band and we do the whole thing all the way through that. And it's really kind of funny because some people's accents are really, they kind of make it sound funny that way too. And it's a Polish polka band, not a German band. And so they really sound different than the Germans, the way they sing it. But we're gonna sound really awesome tonight, and I invite you to sing it. Ready? Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. And come on up and dance your butts off, okay? All right, we got some good dancers up here. Yeah, it's a great art form, and we do have lots of dance classes here at the Phipps Arts for the Center for the Arts. So if you're interested in being part of anything there, you can learn all about it and have a lot of fun doing it. And there's no pressure. It's just doing it. And sometimes that's what we have to do, is just do it and make it happen. So, all right. So we have our last song coming up, and first of all, I want to thank the community band, and I want to be honest with you. I haven't conducted a band in about 10 years. So, but I do a lot of playing in the Twin Cities. I do a lot of playing with different groups. I get to experience lots of different groups. And after we're done here, you're going to hear a really, really awesome group called Metro Brass. A lot of my old friends are in that group. We've known each other for 30, sometimes 50 years even, or 40 to 50 years. But they're very, very marvelous players. They're on the top level of some of the best in the Twin Cities and around the Midwest too. So I hope you enjoy that. So our last tune that we're going to do, it's a salute to the armed forces. And when you, if you have been part of the armed forces or are currently, I'd like you to stand up and while your song is being played, and I'll announce it, stand up so that we can honor your service to our country. And then when the next song comes up, and you can continue to stay rised with the rest of the military people, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, and so on. Even Space Force will be introduced in this medley. So please do stand and stay standing. And then thank you all very much for your service. And I thank everybody here for coming through this wonderful evening. I'm glad it's not like yesterday when it was drizzle and rain and all that stuff. But with rain comes beautiful things. And I hope you enjoy the Armed Forces Salute. Army! Army! Marines! Navy! Navy! Air Force! The Space Force. This is their anthem, Space Force. Coast Guard, Coast Guard. Good job, guys. Woo! Yeah. Okay. So we only need 5 chairs.
Hello, welcome. We are Metro Brass, and I very much appreciate the town of Hudson, the city of Hudson, inviting us to play here at RiverFest. And to celebrate the river, we are going to do some nature, some river songs later in the tune. But since it is still July, we started with something called American Fanfare. It was written by John Wasson quite a long time ago, and I just think it's a beautiful way just to kind of kick off a celebration. And what we're going to do next, We're going to kind of go a little here and there with our music. What we're going to do next is a couple of tunes from the movies. And I love the movies, and I'm the one who put the music together, so it's all forced upon my musical taste. And so here we are playing music from the movies. And so we're going to start, we're going to feature one of our trumpet players on this one here. And it is a song from, let's see, when was this movie? It was 5 years ago, 2020. Any Will Ferrell fans in the audience? This was from a movie called Eurovision Song Contest. I don't know how many of you heard of it. Raise your hand if you've heard of it. Okay, there's a few of you. And this is a beautiful song that was, I'll say, not sung by Rachel McAdams in the show. She was lip syncing to this beautiful Icelandic voice of Molly Sandin. And so we're going to do the tune called Husavik, and it's featuring, I guess it features me on trumpet. It's my band. I get to do whatever I want. Take it away, Chris. Now wait for the motorcycle.
You can do those things, you know. Granted,
So that was Husavik. Let's move on. We're going to feature someone else in the band, because why not? We got, let's see, 14 players, which actually in this band means we have 14 really good soloists, and that's the way it works out. What I did to create this band is I decided to pick 13 people, all better musicians than me, and all come together. And it's really worked out well for me. Gary, our tuba player, one of two tuba players, Gary's been with us since the band started. It's been about 12 years for the band. And I believe officially the oldest member of the band at this point. He just celebrated his 80th birthday a short time ago, and he had this 80th... He had this 80th birthday bash concert down at UW River Falls that was the blowout concert of the year. It was fantastic, and so we're just so happy that he's a member of this ensemble. And so here we are. We're going to feature Gary on a tune you all recognize from the movie Toy Story. This is "You've Got a Friend in Me." Dr. Gary Bird on the tuba. I want to play like that when I turn 80. Of course, I don't play tuba yet, so I'm going to have to start working on that. Excellent, Gary, as always. We're going to stay with the movies. I think one more tune with the movies, and then we'll go on to celebrate the river. But this movie is just absolutely one of my favorite movies. And this year, they came out with another version of it. And it was awesome the first time as an animated movie, and it was even more awesome to me as a live-action movie. And that was in June, mid-June, they came out with How to Train Your Dragon. And we are going to do the music from How to Train Your Dragon by composer John Powell. Absolutely fantastic music. and sit back for 6 minutes, enjoy that's this giant score that I whittled down to 6 minutes of what I think are the best parts of the tune, the best parts of the movie. So here we go, How to Train Your Dragon. I guess I could point out a couple of soloists throughout that. Gary Bird, who was just doing that last solo up front, had this nice solo in the middle there in the tuba. And I'd like you to know that most of this score is written for 8 percussionists playing all kinds of crazy things from, I think the score says at one point, large trash can in the percussion section, and all kinds of instruments I've actually never heard of. But it's all been reduced down to Donna Filippo back there. So Donna, fantastic job back there. And the man waving the stick who never gets enough credit up here, Craig Hara. In the beginning of that, there was a lovely solo on the euphonium by Larry Carlson. And there were probably other things I don't remember. Sorry. It seems like it was so long ago. Now we're going to play you something that's actually a river song. This is a song written for a river. Now, it's not this river. I mean, yes, there's a river right here. It's for a river in Germany called the Ulster River. And this next tune is tuned by jazz trumpeter Alan Baczynski called Ulster Promenade. And what's going to feature prominently in this promenade is Jeff Nordquist on the flugelhorn. And so here we go, our first river song, Ulster Promenade. One second. Well, this is a crazy one, and that I need to have the harmon and the trumpet in advance. Okay, take it away. Sure. Yep. Yeah, Jeff Nordquist on flugelhorn. Can't you imagine just strolling along the river to that tune? It just really does. It has this nice little sway to it. We're going to feature another trumpet player. Not me, not Jeff this time. Okay? We're going to go to Dan, who's setting up, as you can tell, right now. And this is a tune from the 30s that maybe some of you actually remember when it first happened. If so, really, what are you doing here?
They're listening, having fun.
I mean, egads, that was 95 years ago when this tune came out. Okay, it wasn't. It was actually 93 years ago when this tune came out. But we're going to feature Dan, who is not 93 years old. Actually, you'd have to be a little older than that to be able to play trumpet by now. So, yeah. He is a grandfather, despite only being in his early 50s. So I think that counts for something.
3 times.
Yeah, he's got 3 granddaughters.
Beautiful.
And we're going to feature Dan on this tune called Sugar Blues.
Lazy swing, right?
Dan Jolson on the trumpet. So you met all the trumpet players but one. I don't have a soloist for him. Sorry, but I do want to mention John here, who's joining us for the very first time tonight. John Cloder, doing a great job sitting down here. You know, he's amongst the fold when he's not getting a feature solo, but he's doing a great job, and we're glad to have him here tonight. Let's see, I do think, and we're going to go back to the movies now. Right? Yeah. We're going to go back to the movies. We're going to do a song from a movie I hope you've seen. Unless you've lived under a rock, you've probably seen Star Wars. And coming out in 1977, it's an old movie now at this point, I'm sad to realize. And this is not like the grand opening that you'd expect a brass band to play. This is something that was played by kind of a woodwind ensemble in the movie. Woodwind alien ensemble in the movie, I guess, I mean, really. An alien woodwind ensemble. Sorry, yes, Craig, I had that incorrect. Because it wasn't an alien ensemble, it was a wooden, yeah. Anyway, this is the Cantina Band from Star Wars. Okay, show of hands, how many people thought it should have been a brass band playing that in the movie? Come on. Okay, if everybody in the group didn't raise their hand, I'm a little disappointed. This is the next tune we're going to play is a combination movie song, nature song. Okay, trying to hit everything here with RiverFest, with the movies that I love so much. And the song, and the movie and the song here is Singing in the Rain. Oh, somebody liked it. I heard somebody just kind of cheering for that. Good, thank you. Somebody who was old enough to be here at the time when the movie came out. I love it. So we're gonna do Singing in the Rain, and really, I don't know what else to say about it. This is it. Y'all know the tune?
It is raining somewhere.
Luckily, we're not singing.
And luckily,
You all know the rumor that Gene Kelly had like a 74 temperature when he was filming.
Oh, really?
He was just gasless. On that note.
Yeah, let's.
Singing in the rain. Luckily, we were not playing in the rain. Beautiful weather tonight. So thank you to whoever at Hudson was responsible for the weather. It's beautiful out here tonight. And thank you to whoever in Hudson is responsible for this whole festival, inviting us. Really appreciate being here. It's always fun to see all the faces in the crowd, fun to play here in the park. I just love it. And we're gonna play one more song. And so before we do that, I'm gonna tell you the names of the other people in the group that I haven't mentioned yet. We're gonna go over and talk about the trombone section. On the far right, tenor trombone, Bruce Alpern. Gavin Carney on trombone. Chris Allen on the bass bone. On tuba on the far right, Andy Blackwood. And the two French horns are left, the soul of the band. Whenever I write arrangements for the band, I feature them more than anybody else because I know they're the best players in the band. And here they are. On the left here is Steve Eklund. And last only because she's the best, Jenny Grubner. My wife is pointing out that I didn't mention Larry, but I did talk about Larry on the Dragon song, How to Train Your Dragon. Larry had a beautiful solo on How to Train Your Dragon. So Larry Carlson on the euphonium as well. And I think that's all of us, Metro Brass, and so thank you very much. We're gonna do one more song, and this one I think is particularly fitting to the location. So I'm sorry, Julie, you said something. Donna on the drums, who, of course, from the Dragon song as well, but Donna on the drums. Especially after that woodblock solo. We should have mentioned that woodblock solo there. So this is particularly fitting, well, not only since it's not raining for that last song, but since we are down by the riverside, we're going to play Down by the Riverside. Oh. Oh. Are we there? Thank you. So, and good night. I'm sorry that we're going to stop there. I promised the clock that we stopped about 4 minutes ago. So we're gonna stop right there. And thank you and good night. Thank you so much for coming out. Have a good night.